How's it going, everybody? My name is Rio and the Gamer. Welcome to the FIFA 14 demo. And in this video, I'm basically just going to play and talk about my thoughts on the FIFA 14 demo. And I've been playing this for a bit. I got it the other day when it came out. First I got it for PC, and I had used it with the gamepad support, and only got it for PC because they released it basically at midnight on the day that it was to be released, and my volume's too loud. Turn it down. And yeah, I'm playing as PSG just because I have noticed that Ibrahimovic is a complete beast in the demo. Oh, please be a foul. Aw, damn it. But yeah, there are a lot of things that I enjoy about the demo. One of them, it would be that the speed of play seems to be a lot slower. It seems to be a lot more fluid and smooth. It just suits my play style a lot more. I like to keep possession and pass the ball around, and this is definitely, for me, I enjoy it. I could definitely see why people would not like it. Compared to FIFA 13, this is much less arcadey, just because the midfielders actually play like midfielders. They will defend. They won't just bomb up the field and leave you exposed on a counterattack, which was pretty much the main problem in FIFA 13. It was way too easy to score on counterattacks, way too easy to score on fast breaks and whatnot. So that's been really well balanced. So far I haven't noticed anything wrong with speed of play or how the AI works, and it seems a lot better, and I really enjoy the fixes in terms of AI and just how the game moves and how everything feels. Something else that I enjoy is that this game is a complete change of pace. It's kind of a double entendre there. One, the game feels a lot slower, which is I'm kind of repeating myself, but I like that the game is slower. It makes it feel, that alone makes it feel more balanced, because people might not tend to just go for pacey players. Although I have noticed that, well, I can't really give too much about it because I haven't played against a tough CPU, because if I do that, then I will never get the ball in the time span of one game, since there are only 3-minute halves. So playing on easy opponents, mainly like professional and semi-pro. I lost my train of thought. Hold on. Yeah, when you play on... Oh wow, that was horrible, my tweeting. When you play on the lower game modes, it might make a difference on how the whole pace thing works out. But I used Spurs and Bale, had him up top as a striker in a 4-3-3. He just blew by everybody. So did Neymar when I was using Barcelona. I'm sure that is it's a big part of it, the difficulty that I have the computer on. So that you kind of have to take that with a grain of salt. But I think that could be well balanced later on, just because I know that was one of the things that they really needed to fix, and that they knew they needed to fix the pace. And another thing would be goalkeepers. I noticed a lot about goalkeepers, mainly just because I used to play in between the posts. But the goalkeepers in this demo seem a little bit inconsistent. They are amazing when you're inside the 18 and you're shooting and trying to score. They do really well when they they just have great reactions, and it's much more realistic. But however, I'll try to show you examples later on in this. Maybe I'll switch to the easier difficulty just so I can show what exactly I'm talking about. But even in professional, and I did play a game. Let's see if I can get it here. But yeah, something like that. You can score finesse shots from farther out than I just scored from there. I think the goalkeepers kind of are a bit like FIFA 12 in the regard of long shots, because they're a bit off their line, which is realistic, but it makes long shots much more easier to score. And with how they fixed the finesse shot in this game, I think that could be a slight flaw, a slight oversight on their part, because they made what they did is they made finesse shots more powerful. They didn't make them curve a bunch more like in FIFA 12, because what happened with FIFA 12, you just put a finesse shot with anybody and it's going to curve like crazy and it's going to go in. But in this game, your curve will matter, your finishing will matter, but the unfortunate thing is that if you have really good curve finishing long shots, you're going to be able to score finesse shots from 30 yards out because of how the goalkeepers kind of are. I don't know, they're weird when you're hitting long shots. I've scored plenty in the demo. Unfortunately, a lot of them were on the PC and I couldn't record them. But you're just gonna have to take my word for it. They were similar to the finesse shot I just scored there, and a couple of just power ones with Ibrahimovic, just because he's a bit of a beast in this demo, and I'm definitely gonna look at getting him in my ultimate team. And we're getting a little bit too close, but a finesse shot from outside of the box might be my go-to goal scoring. You know, that's just how I'm going to get most of my goals. I can already tell, and that's just what I found to have worked so far. I haven't tried near post OP. I'm not sure if they fixed that, which I'm probably sure they did, just because the goalkeepers actually they seem really good from inside when you're inside the area. Other than that, they're kind of, I don't know, they just have poor judgment with the long shots. Is he offside? No, that's a great ball. That's something else that was really that I found really nice was through balls and passing. If you have a player with good passing, that ball is gonna just be perfectly placed on a dime through ball, rather than and I just feel like in FIFA 12 they just hit a ball up there and it was all because of your player's pace that pass was so good. But in this, it seems like passing will be really nice, so I'm happy for that, because like again, that's pretty much my play style. I also really like to dribble the ball around, and in this I have noticed that people take really heavy touches, and I'm not sure what's up with that. Let's see if that can go in. Oh, that's a pretty decent save. Yeah, people take really heavy touches and slow movements with their agility. So I'm not sure if this is a demo quirk, something that's only going on in the demo, because in FIFA 13 the demo was drastically different from FIFA 13, the actual game. So hopefully that is not the case for this, because I am really enjoying the demo, except for things like dribbling. I don't know, people when they turn, they take really big touches and kind of leaves them vulnerable to be tackled and to lose possession. I'm just gonna restart this. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Let's see if I can just like how they turn like that. It's just kind of heavy, especially if they had been sprinting. Like that tackle was a bad tackle, but I mean, just took way too much time for him to turn there. Maybe other stats like his height and I guess balance and agility would matter, but even players like Messi take those heavy touches. I'm not sure what's going on with that. If that is the case for FIFA 14 when it comes out, that's kind of going to be a disappointment, but it's not going to keep me from playing the game. And it's also nothing that's going to break the game, because if all players are like that, then it's all even, basically. It's kind of, I kind of don't like it if it's where every single player in the game is going to have the same turns and transitions, because you know that's unrealistic. So that is the one drawback that I can think of from this. Something else, you know, I can't even really think about too much. I do like how people just how the players move and how they interact in the game. They're not just idiots like every other FIFA, pretty much, where you know, you have your defenders who won't come back and help. You're same with your midfielders, and you're left vulnerable. That just doesn't really happen in this. Even when you're playing like a 3-back formation, I think is really balanced. And you know, we'll just have to see how the public uses this, because that's really what's going to change my opinion on the game, is just how people play it. And if they find a flaw in the game, then it might be FIFA 13 all over again. And there we go, score an okay goal. There are also some really weird celebrations in this game. I should probably use a couple of them. See if there's anything else I can bring up. I guess I can just reiterate that I really like the long shots. I like how I like the finesse shots would be that the stats seem to matter, because a midfielder is not going to score as good of a finesse shot as a clinical striker, whereas in FIFA 12, pretty much anybody puts a finesse shot on target and it's gonna find its way in. So I like that the ratings of the players will actually matter, and I think players that are highly rated will perform like how they are rated. Unlike in FIFA 13, you have some of those 86, 85 rated players that are just not very good and undesirable for people, because for some reason they're rated really high but their stats are not that good. So I think they also adjusted players' stats that I quite like. I looked at the 5-star skillers list, and like Nani had been bumped down to an 83, which is still probably an overstatement for Nani, in my opinion. But I'm glad that they bumped him down, because it's more realistic. Gunnagon's an 85, which I like. And in terms of other skillers, they demoted, if you will, a couple of players. Like Balotelli now only has 3-star skills when he had 4-star in the last game. El Shaarawy only has 3-star skills when he had 4-star in the last game as well. Who else? I think Fetsitas, I was just talking about in one of my recent videos. He got demoted. I don't know what he has, but he's not on the 5-star skiller list, which is unfortunate, because I was really hoping to use him. Oh, that was a poor free kick. I scored a pretty good amount of free kicks in this already, which I don't like to boast, but usually I am pretty decent at free kicks. And Eric Lamela, I don't know if I mentioned him, but he no longer has 5-star skills. That's unfortunate, because he would probably be a really nice player to make hybrids with if you put somebody like what's his name, Sergio Aguero up top, and you had, if it's a 4-3-3, I don't think you would need any other links. Actually, that's not entirely true, because they totally switched up how chemistry works in this game, and they also switched up how the formations are. And I really like how formations work, because I don't think that you need to buy formation cards anymore. I might be totally wrong, but when I was testing out the Ultimate Team demo part of this, it didn't seem like it mattered. Oh, why did I just pass it out of bounds? But it didn't seem to matter. The chemistry didn't seem to change based on the formation. Like, if I switched from a 4-3-3 to a 4-4-2, my players still managed to get good chemistry. So I don't know if formation cards are gone or if they're just going to be tweaked somehow. But there are new formations in Ultimate Team, which is one of the things that I was asking for. There's I think like 4 or 5 4-3-3 formations. There are a couple of 4-5-1 formations, as well as new 4-1-2-1-2 formation. And it's just it's nice to have the variety, and to be able to use as many different things as possible. Oh, that was poorly hit, Verratti. And in terms of players that I like in the demo, number 1 would probably be Ibrahimovic, 2 would probably be Gundogan, and 3 maybe Lewandowski. I don't know. I just like the way they play. And the last thing that I have to say, that was a great hit from Lavezzi. Let's do, I forget how to do one of the celebrations. Oh, that's definitely not it. The last thing that I have to say would probably be, what was it? Oh, strength. And I'm kind of gonna bundle a couple things together, but strength seems to be a pretty important stat in this game because you can put a lot more contact on somebody before the referee is gonna call a foul, and you can actually muscle somebody off the ball and have it not be a foul. It's much more realistic, and it keeps the game moving. It keeps a great flow, and that also just helps. You just play more of the game, and you can keep your momentum rather than have a whole bunch of fouls and whatnot. And so strength seems to be pretty good, and as well as like balance, just so you can keep your footing if you're being muscled off the ball by somebody. So I really like that. It just keeps the game moving, and all I just like it. And oh, actually, one more thing that's actually kind of important. I was playing this earlier, and the opposing team's keeper got sent off. That's amazing. Like, why hasn't that? A lot of people have been asking why hasn't that been a thing, because it's in real life soccer and football. And it finally just now being put into FIFA, and they subbed somebody out and brought on their backup keeper, and I got a penalty. And I mean, it's just it's nice to see they're bringing new features to that. Hopefully it'll be an ultimate team, so people that aren't too smart might not have a keeper on their bench. I really hope that's a thing, because then they'll have to play with a field player as their keeper. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the demo, and it actually made me change my mind about waiting till the next gen consoles to get FIFA 14. So I pre-ordered it for the PS3, and I'll be getting the GameStop bonuses, like more gold packs and whatnot. I think y'all should get a couple of celebrations or something. But yeah, I changed my mind, and another reason was because they have this deal where if you buy FIFA for your current gen console and you take it back to them and trade it in when the next gen game comes out, you basically just trade that in plus $10, and then you get the next gen game, which I think that's a pretty good deal. So I'm gonna be getting FIFA 14 for the PS3, just so I'm not only doing trading videos, and so it gets kind of spread out and it's not overwhelming. So, and also just so there's variety on the channel. So thank you all for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.